Salad, and I saw The Killer. It is directed and written by John Woo. And if you haven't seen this movie, I will spoil it for you. This was requested by a Patreon. If you'd like to fast track a movie review, you can do that at patreon.com/ASEPresents. On with the review. This movie starts and we're following a guy. He's like, I don't want to be a hitman no more. I got one last job to do. And this one last job to do, it requires him shooting really close to the face of a singer. And she just turns out to be partially blind. Dude, you literally blinded her sight. Rude, rude, terrible person actually. No, actually not terrible person, because he's like, oh, I feel so guilty. I want to be able to protect her. And so he does for like 6 months. I'm like, okay, that's sweet. I wasn't expecting this guy to be all sentimental, so protective, the ability to care at all about anything. I wasn't expecting it. But, you know, this guy has it. And I'm glad that this lady, her name is Jenny, she's a singer. She's a big old singer. Luckily, in order to be able to sing, you don't have to use your eyes. You only have to use your vocal cords. Also, her sight is getting worse. She's becoming more and more blind. She can see like blurry veils of people, and so she gets people frequently mixed up. Whenever they're next to her, she's like, oh, I thought it was you. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were my friend. My bad. I'm like partially blind. I can barely see. And throughout the rest of the movie, she gets progressively worse. So this guy, Ajong, that's his name. He's the guy who was an assassin. He's like, I don't want to be in this business no more. But of course, it's hard to get out of a business like that. You got a bunch of dudes trying to betray you on your last job, on your last day, and they're just gonna straight up betray you. Oh, here's your money, and it's like not even money, it's just a bunch of paper notes. Now we're going to murder you. And luckily he's able to escape that situation, but jeez, why is everyone just trying to murder him all the time, man? Oh my goodness. I mean, I can answer that. It's because he's in the assassin business. And I imagine it would be hard to get out of the assassin business if you've been in it for a while. You got secrets, dude. You gotta get rid of. You can't just exist. Just having knowledge of the institution that you worked for. So there's some guys trying to go after him, trying to murder him. And what's fun is that he's just trying to protect this chick the entire time. She gets progressively more blind. He gets progressively more tips. And I'm like, man, I really hope that he survives, right? You would think that he could survive. This big, amazing, cool, great assassin man. He can survive a couple of assassins trying to go after him, right? Well, the entire movie, I'd say it's a lot of dialogue between characters, and then few action scenes, but the action scenes are pretty fun. I like the directing of the shots. I like the current camera angles. The camera angles are weird and fun. And I also like the movement of the camera a lot. It was good. Overall, I liked that part. So we have this guy, and he's like, okay, well, looks like I'm being messed with. I better go to my boss and be like, hey dude, what's up? What are you doing, dude? What? I'm just trying to put in my 2 weeks. I'm trying to leave. You're not allowed to. You know what's fun about this movie? This movie has a lot of drama. It builds up. The dialogue builds up pretty heavily. It all leads to this one final big conclusion. Shot. Instantly dead. This guy got shot multiple times. And the blind chick's next to him, and he's just bleeding out and dying, and she's trying to find them. And I'm like, this is so sad. Oh, wow. I wasn't expecting something this sad right now. But, you know, this is a pretty cool movie. It's an alright movie. I mean, I'm all in for the mood for Star Trek right now. This is a change of pace from Star Trek. This is action. This is a lot of dialogue between characters. There's a lot of politics going on. And not like politics like the political system, but politics as in like how people treat each other within a certain group based on their stance with another person. And it's pretty thick. It's pretty thick with politics. This guy dealing with the politics of being an assassin, the assassin network. I guess that is the politics, is the assassin network, whatever. So it's all fun. This is a fun movie. Would I watch it again? Honestly, it's not the most memorable. I mean, the most vivid part to me is the fact that the chick got shot really close to the face and almost got blinded, but then did eventually go blind anyway. And the child who is collateral damage, and he's like, I gotta take her to the hospital, and I like that. There's like dudes going after him, he's still doing to take this child to the hospital. And I like that quality about him. Overall, this is a fun, alright movie, I guess. Would I watch it again? I'm not sure. I mean, nothing captivated my like attention to wanting to watch this movie again. It's overall a good movie, but like nothing in particular really stands out to me. Oh wow, this guy has saved 2 people, 2 women, wow. And then he like ends up dying anyway. So I already know the spoiler. I already know what's gonna happen. But this is a fun movie. So I gotta give this movie, it's a solid like 7.2 out of 10. If you like this review, watch another one. The platform really likes that. If you want a fast track movie review, you can do that for $20 reditos at patreon.com/ASEPresents. And if you'd like to help support the daily grindiness of all them daily movies, go to this link tree. Find the way you can help support the daily grind of all them daily movies. So go here, and until next time, mint salad sauce. See you like my salad croutons and bacon bits. Adios!